Alright, welcome back everybody. Today is going to be a hay video. If I don't get trampled by cows. This is Fritz, he's the friendliest. The other ones are super shy. This is Phil, this was mine. There's little baby. He is the smallest. They get excited for food. Chickens in our little portable coop. So this is a 4-8-in tractor. I put a tire on there and it was my bad. The original tire was mounted backwards, and when I put this new tire on there, or had the professionals put the new tire on there, it was mounted backwards. This is my New Holland Haybine 477. We got the crimpers, the buying part. Got the shearing part down here. It's a bunch of scissors. There's a blade that goes back and forth with a lot of teeth on it. Ford 8N tractor actually does quite well with this. Now, it doesn't have a live PTO, so as long as I don't, rev up the engine too much, this thing doesn't go crazy. This is by no means going to be an amazing, bountiful harvest of hay, but we're into the beginning of September, and at this point, I'm just trying to make as much hay as possible to feed those guys. All right, well, the grass seems dry now. There's definitely some really good parts. Some of the clover, the stems are dry, but some of the weeds that are mixed in, because it's definitely by no means any quality hay. This is just stuff that's my cows are going to eat. There's a lot of weeds mixed in it. Gonna break out the hay rake, haul it around, rake up whatever I can, and just slimed all the tires so that these old things hold at least a little bit of air for while I rake. Well, that tube is completely shot. Oh, too low, we don't want to be springing dirt. And that one's okay. There's not a whole lot of adjustability. You see all these notches, but there's really not a whole lot of adjustability unless you want to get in depth of moving bolts and chains. I think I'll get to baling it today, but we'll get it raked up into some windrows and alright, so everything that I cut is raked up. And there's not a whole lot material here. The windrows are very humbling. These are honestly the shallowest windrows that I've done. I'm gonna go ahead and bale this. It did dry out. The dew's out of it. A lot of this is dry. There's a little bit of green right there, but it's still dry to the touch. You plan on seeding this area with some orchard grass. I feel like that does really good in this area. Farmers are able to get 2 cuts out of it. The best way is to weed kill it and then seed it. But I think I'm just going to try and seed it and let the good stuff mix in with some of the bad, and I knew it. Oh yeah, I forgot that I put that up there. In the episode when I was working on the baler and getting all this to work, and hopefully it still does today, because I would like to make some hay, I robbed this tire off of a planter and I put it on there, and it's worn, but it is held up. This will say original tire. I hope that it will last the rest of this year. I would like to replace this chain. I highly doubt that that chain has ever been replaced. I would like to replace this chain and then this chain right here. Alright, it's all hooked up to the tractor. I'm just going to go over, hit some of the grease zerks with some grease, make sure that we're not going to rub any metal on metal. That's probably the most important thing with, well, I'm going to say with old machines and even with new machines. If you keep them greased, that's just so much better for the equipment. It's gonna hold up to your expectations. It's not gonna let you down in the future. There's a lot of grease zerks to hit, and I like to take a whole lot of grease. So I let it until I see the grease ooze out. Yeah, nice. Forget any. There, nice. Well, make sure that those are all free. Very important that you make sure that your tucker fingers are free. If they're not, they're frozen. If they get rusted in place, well, that bends the tucker finger shaft. Universal joints are greased. Everything else that I could find a grease zerk on this thing is greased. Let's see if we can make some hay. Alright, so this old bale that was stuck in there definitely got wet. It's got mold in it. Probably just end up tossing that out. It's falling apart anyways. But we've got, let's see, we've got part of a new bale here. The knots are underneath that. And we've already made 2 bales. Knots are looking good. Knots are looking great. Man, that's awesome when it's working. That is great. So we'll keep on tractoring. And just like that, went around, picked up all the bales. I got a couple of them stacked here. I'm just gonna let the sun hit them a little bit more. I got a couple more in the back of the truck. These were the 2 that were in the baler that were just and they got wet, they got rained on because the tarp blew off. But you know what? I think these are these are probably some of the best bales that I've made yet. You can see there's a lot of bluegrass in there. 18 bales in all, so that's cool. Just, you know, that's another 18 days I figure for the cows to eat, more or less. See how fast the cows go through it. I'm really hoping that it's a bale a day. Each cow is a quarter of a bale. We'll see. I might have to bump it up to 2 bales a day as they get bigger. And that all that I've baled and is enough to get us through the winter time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, you know, and that's just, I just wanted to share the farm life that I'm trying to do. Can't do everything right, but I am doing everything to my best abilities of stuff of equipment and know-how, and I'm just trying to live the farmer's life and be a blue-collar worker at the same time. So, if you liked it, leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more on the channel. I don't know what else is going to break on that 4-8 end, but I'm also going to try and film any farming stuff that I do.